Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I promised you last night on Facebook Live that I would be making an announcement concerning the Carolina Nexus. Um, I know it's cold in the South this morning, but I've come to a conclusion about the Nexus after speaking to my co-host, Caitlin. Um, the show's going to launch at 10 a.m. tomorrow for the first episode, and moving forward, we will go based on my schedule and her schedule to combined whether or not there'll be two people on the show. Kate's going to be a little bit late tomorrow to the show due to a doctor's appointment, but she's going to be here. So for the first hour or so of the show, you'll be talking to me, interacting with me, and possibly my special guest. I have yet to hear from him as to whether or not he's going to be available to go there. Thanks, Kate, for tuning in and making sure you can hear me. But yeah, it's going to be me tomorrow until Kate gets in and can join the show. I still haven't heard from my special guest about if he's going to be available or not. If he's not available, it'll just be me and Kate. Once she gets in, we'll figure something out to make the show entertaining. Um, Life has a way of throwing wrenches in plans, and I hate it, but nothing I can do about it. So yeah, that's the gist of it. There's not really much else I can say at this point other than it was life made this drastic change. I was supposed to be able to launch at 5 p.m. tomorrow. I couldn't. Things beyond my control. But we're going to do this. I've got to do it in order to continue wanting to do it. Because as I said last night in my live on my way home from work, if I continuously postpone, I'm eventually just going to give up on it because I know myself and that's how it works. So the show must go on. Changes will be made as accordingly. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays will be my midday show. Thursdays will be my late night show. That won't change unless the guests need it. Like I've got a special guest planned that has to come on earlier than 5 p.m. So we'll reschedule a 10 a.m. show. But we'll figure all that out as the show moves on. Again, it's life, and I've learned at a very early age to roll with the punches. So that's what I'm going to do. Carolina Nexus will be live on hashtag good grief. I'm still half asleep. Carolina Nexus podcast will be live on Facebook and YouTube tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the pilot episode. Tune in, learn how to enter, chance to win the first 3 Hometown Justice books, learn how I wrote the books, learn who inspired some of the characters in the books. Spoiler alert, it's nobody that I have beef with. Spoiler alert, it's nobody that didn't give me permission to base characters off of them. And if I base characters off somebody who didn't give me permissions to, I use the same first letter of their first name, first letter of their last name, and just change the words. And yes, Caitlin, the hashtag truth. That's what I was going to say earlier when I messed up. As you can tell, I'm buttoned up. It's cold. But anyways, the show will go on. We will make things happen. I got a little bit of time before I got to go to work today. So anybody wants to comment and interact, we got time to. Drinking our breakfast of champions, the RC Cola. And eat my Fruit Loops. Also, another announcement to make. because I've heard some rumblings that people are thinking I made characters based off them and are doing horrible things with those characters. I've not based character off anybody. Um, how I want to word this. None of my children were placed in a book until they were 18 or 17 going on 18. My oldest two children, their other family have been excluded from the books because I have respect for certain things, certain people on the other side of the family, and I wouldn't do that to my children to have them deal with that type of rage bait, clickbait type deal. So while eventually, yes, all of my children will appear in the books, Caitlin being the first, no one from their other family, from their mama side, will be in the books. And that's just to maintain my author integrity, support my moral compass, and to avoid drama. I don't want my kids placed in that kind of drama. Granted, at one point in time, I was petty. I would have done that. But I've matured, and I know there are other ways to handle issues that I have with people, healthier ways to handle issues that I have with people. So that's not going to happen. There will not be characters based off the mother of my children or anyone in her family in my books. And I think wholeheartedly, I think that shows everyone the maturity level that I have. Because yes, I could have made characters based off the mother of my children and made them an antagonist and done horrible things and killed them off. I didn't do that. I did not do that because of my children. I didn't want them seeing the imagery of some of the things that I felt creatively could have happened. I didn't want that for my children, so I didn't do that. I have said on record on the Carolina Nexus pre-shows, on Carolina Nexus After Dark, on hashtag Truth, I've said that if you've interacted with me in any way, shape, or form, you're in my books. The exception to that rule is if you belong to Caitlin and Justin's mother's side of the family, you are not in my books. And that is to protect my children. The only one of my children that appears in the books before the age of 17 is technically Tyson, but he was named after the character Ty in the books, not the other way around, like Caitlin is with the character she's based off of. She has based off her. So, with that being said, let me clear the air there. And it's really not out of respect for anybody on that family other than Caitlin and Justin's grandmother. She's done nothing wrong to me. I'm not gonna put her or Caitlin and Justin through that drama. It's unnecessary drama, and I'm just not gonna deal with it. So there's that. Now, people in my own family, high school bullies, middle school bullies, elementary school bullies, y'all all fair game. Because again, I can change the names to protect the innocent, the stupid, and the dumb. I'm just not gonna put my children through any type of petty drama that's unnecessary. So I'm not gonna deal with that. I want to clear the air with that right now. I got 2 viewers Viewers, if you got anything you want to add to me or say to me right now, now's your chance. I'll bring it on screen. We'll discuss it. This is again a pre-show, just an announcement show. I'm gearing up for tomorrow, but if you got some questions now, don't be afraid to ask them. All you got to do is tappy tap inside the comment section. I'll bring it on screen. We'll discuss it. Caitlin's been talking all day or all morning since I came online. This is her last comment. She's talking about the Daywalker when I said that none of my children were put in the books before they were 18. Technically, Caitlin was put in the book at 17, but the book wasn't released to the public until she was 18. So there's that. Speaking of which, Kate, I don't know if you know this or not, but I have sold 50 copies of the Daywalker. I don't know to who, but I've sold 50 copies of them. Gee, thanks, Bree. I am old. Makes you just as old because you're like 4 years younger than me. I'm actually glad you came on, Bree. I gotta do something real quick. What in the world? Sorry, I got an alarm going off in my pocket that I didn't know about. Okay, Bree, I'm getting ready to show you something that I got for you. Give me a second. Do 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 do. Not all of them. Not all of them. I got one graduated and one graduating this year. And then Paisley, Riley, Alana, and Tyson are still in school after this year. I'm still working on your surprise, so hang with me. Give me a second. I know you work third and you're wanting to go to bed. Just give me a second. I can't add her to the intro, but look who finally sent me something. Yeah, Style and Jane's Boutique. On Facebook, she's one of my sponsors, ran by my sister. She makes custom merchandise and she's at affordable prices. Can you hear me now? Style and Jane's Boutique, my sister's company. She makes custom merchandise at affordable prices. Yeah, she finally got back to me yesterday with the logo, Bree. I figured maybe you messaged her and told her to do it. Then the Lady Hawks out of South Carolina youth softball team, Bliss Day Salon and Spa, the ever present hashtag Truth, Diverse Tax Solutions. It's that time of year, guys. Go get your taxes done with Diverse. And then after you get your taxes done, if you're hungry, Little Daddy's Barbecue and Mo, some of the best food you'll ever eat. Eye Catching Customs. He does an amazing job. If he can't do what you're asking him to do, he'll figure it out for you at affordable prices. Garden of Eden Photography. Really great photographer. She is phenomenal at what she does. She did Amber's photo shoot for maternity, and oh my God, that was amazing. We loved how those pictures turned out. I may share them on here one day. And of course, Dubby Energy Drink Mix. You can go online right now, w.gg. Order you some energy drink mix and use the coupon code Nexus for 10% off your order. It's an amazing drink. Mine should be here before Thursday's show, and when it gets here, I will make one on air and let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on it. And then, of course, there's TCW out of Shelby City Park. High octane, high impact action, high velocity. You'll see Peterbilt, you'll see Brian Thrill, Scotty Claymore, Robert Mack, Chance Ryder, Brino Ali, Lazarus Black, Dominic Wolf, Primetime Dugat, Captain Jeff Morris. They'll all be in action. Ladies and gentlemen, card subject to change. Doors open at 6:30, bell time 7. General admission is $10, ringside is $15. Go out, support TCW, January 24th, 2026. You will not be disappointed. Shelby City Park holds a special place in my life, in my heart, due to the fact that's where I fell in love with professional wrestling, and I'm sure you guys will too. Go out there and check it out. Ugh. Doing my best Machine Gun Kelly impersonation, eating cereal while I'm on live. So yeah, guys, 10 a.m. tomorrow, Carolina Nexus launches its first episode. And then Thursday night, 9 p.m., I'll be doing the second episode. Kate will be there from the beginning for the second episode. I don't know. We're going to get into something. That's all I can do at this point. We will survive this. We'll make it happen. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to jump off here. You guys have a good night.